Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. It's Tracy here, and that was just one of my magazines falling on the floor, if you heard that noise. Anywho, this is an open with me, and I've had this book a little while, but my other half, Gary, managed to lose it. So I've had it probably about a couple of weeks now, I'd say. But it's called Knit Now, and I have done a Knit Now before, I think, and a Simply Knitting, because I'd usually do the Simply Crochet and the Crochet Now. When I did the Simply Knitting, I really liked it as a magazine. I felt like it was nicely set out, in fact a little bit better than maybe Crochet Now. No, Simply Crochet I mean, because this is Knit Now. So I'm wondering if this one will be the same. So let's get a little look. We've got Care Bears Baby Knits, free Knit Pro needles worth $45.99, 20% off knitting books, 32 patterns for you, and 30 pins. Burger de France pattern book turnover. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, we'll get to that after. Let's just get in. Now, we've got this free gift of what looks like pins. There we go. 30 knitters pins. Okay. Well, I would have thought they look pretty cool for things like blocking. If I've got some blocker pads, but I've never really got proper blocker pins. They look like they'd do that. So why? I mean, sewing up made easy. Okay. Never seen those before, but no doubt those people who knit far more than I will have seen them. So that's one free gift. I like the little, I've got little like ball pins in one of these in the past, and that's actually quite sweet. I like that. Nice, thank you very much. Okay, so this is the free gift, which is Burger de France, or Burger. Burger. Let's just call it Burger. After all, this is England. Right, let's get this in the frame. Okay, we've got garments in a size 6 to 36. That's obviously UK sizing. And I don't know, I think a 12 or a 10 is a 0 across the pond. Or you got weird sizes, like when you say, oh, I'm a 2. And I think, really? You'd be dead over here if you were a 2. Anyway, sustainable knits. Embrace natural fibres in your patterns. Creative summer patterns, 26 stitches to try tonight. How? Well, don't necessarily need to do it tonight, but you can. Step-by-step perfect patterns, expert advice, how to find the perfect yarn for every pattern, cooling cotton, and inspiring ideas, top summer patterns, new knitting tools, and best size range, and the Care Bears. Oh, that is kind of cute, isn't it? I like that. I hope there's a chart. I do love a chart. Okay, welcome page. Good to see someone who's not skinny, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Quite often, they're always these glossy, skinny pictures. On the cover, we've got this pullover. We've got a wall hanging. I don't do wall hangings, as all of you know who watch me regularly. I can't get my head around them. Then we've got this, looks like a wrap over or a cardigan. And we've got something for kids. Oh, look. I love this. I do love a llama and an alpaca. And the Care Bears and a little hat and scarf. That's nice. And these are the free Knit Pro Zing. Now, I sell those in my shop. I don't know how much mine are off the top of my head, but if you pop over to www.hobbyrocks.co.uk for a short time, there is a discount voucher of August Accessorize, all one word, capital A for both. And you'll be able to get those at a reduced rate if you can't get them free from this magazine. Because I don't believe that, I think you probably have to subscribe to get them. Wow, look at that. My mother would have loved that. Just snuggled with the fleece. What we got here? New shades in Stylecraft. I got some new Stylecraft yarns. They were new yarns though. This is an older yarn that they've got a new colour for. The Wonder Soft Merry-Go-Round. I do stock that in my shop, but the ones that I bought recently were very, very new yarns and absolutely loved them. I've just uploaded those into my shop, so if you want to see those, they're there. While we're here, I forgot to mention this on my chats. My website has had a bit of a fault lately, and it was my own fault. I did something wrong and broke it. So the brand buttons that were at the bottom of the page weren't working. So if anybody went to, say, the Stylecraft brand button, hoping to see all the Stylecraft yarns, you just saw one, because I broke it. And I broke a few of them, but they've since been put right. So everything is working again now. But yeah, it was my fault. I broke it. But it's fixed. Okay, Upland jumper, this is called. For me, personally, it's a little busy. I like it as a shape and everything else, but for me, it's just a little busy. Maybe that's the colours as well that contribute, because if they were all, say, different shades of blue, perhaps I wouldn't feel like that. But because they're all bright, colourful, and they've got lots of white, for me, it's just a little busy. But there we go, that's that one. And there are charts. So hopefully the Care Bears have a chart. Okay, so this one is the Acacia Stole. I've not heard of stole for a long time. Wrap, yes, but stole. I always think of stoles as being very small and made of mink or fur. So I don't think of it as this as a stole, more of a wrap, because it's rectangular. It's very lacy and very pretty. I've never knitted a lacy pattern before. It's got a chart. I did knit holes. My mother taught me how to do that, to make kind of a picot edge and things like that, but I never really knitted anything lacy. This one is called the Lovell top. Striking, colourful top in lovely cotton yarn. But that's nice. That's up my street. But if I were to make it, I'd have to make the body longer to cover. This area of me does not look like that. This is lovely and flat. Mine does not look like that. So it would have to just be made a bit longer, which wouldn't be hard to do. Instead of stopping when you're meant to stop, you just carry on. But I love these sleeves. They're nice and tapered. They're the right length for me. Even with a pullover, I can't really do long sleeves. I'm just not that way inclined. I don't like things covering my arms. If I do have anything covering my arms, it's usually a sweatshirt, a thin one. I can't really do thick woolly jumpers. Never have been able to. This is nice as well. I think I'd like the sleeve a little longer. That's pretty. It's called the Sunday Stroll Lace Top. And it's got a very nice lacy panel at the back as well. I don't know if you can see that. It's quite kind of dark, the way that they've got it in the shadows. But that's nice. That's more like a t-shirt shape. But again, I'd have to go a bit longer with the arms for me, just personally. Adverts. Does the breed of sheep matter? British Wool talks us through whether the breed of sheep matters when you're choosing yarn to knit with. That's quite interesting. Obviously, I'm not going to sit and read that whole thing, but that's quite an interesting thing. Just great picture of his tongue hanging out there. So you've got all these different lovely faces. Honeycomb hat, this is called. The honeycomb hat, that's quite nice. If you like your hats kind of thin and pretty, I'd say. It's nice. Nice hat. Oh, Albie the alpaca. I do love him. He's so cute. My son Paul yesterday came to visit. He wants me to make him Link from Zelda. He found a pattern, sent it to me. I don't know if it's crocheted or knitted. But I said, I don't really do amigurumi, Paul. You made one for Harley. Which was true, and I made one for Tyler. But it's not something I normally do as a rule. But, yes, maybe I need to employ someone to do it for me. So this is what you get if you subscribe, okay? Join now and you'll get said knitting needle set worth £50. I don't think mine is on sale for £50, but I can't be absolutely sure until I look. But if you go to an online practicalsubs.com, there's the info. You can actually subscribe, and you can do every 3 months at $19.49 or $77.99. Now, I predict that the free gifts they're going to give away in these magazines is going to get better, because with money being a bit more scarce, especially as the winter comes, maybe subscriptions will not be so easy to sort of get, and not so many people doing them. So the lure to get you could be greater. Braid cardigan. See, I would have called that cable, because there's this cable in, but what do I know? What do I know? There's all the instructions. So we've got the wall hanging. Bohemian Sunset wall hanging. Yeah, I don't do wall hangings. See, now if I turned this at like another pouch here and turned it into a peg bag, I'd see the point of it. But just to hang that on the wall, I don't really get it. Sailboat socks. They're kind of cute, aren't they? Got little sailboat socks. I like them. They're nice. Sockies, and there's a chart for the sailboat if you wanted to make it something else. Care Bear set. So we've got a cushion that's the clouds. That's pretty, isn't it? I really like that. As I said, my son Paul, when he was a baby, I said this on one of my previous where there was a Care Bear, and he loved his Care Bear. He had a pink one because my niece gave it to him, and he cherished that. And then I think Paul ended up passing it to Mike, but they both loved the Care Bear. But we do have a chart. This is a very tight chart. Obviously, it's a bit busy. It's got a lot going on. And there's the one for the cushion. But it is adorable. I absolutely love that. It's pretty. Edge to edge cardigan. This summery cardigan is perfect for keeping a slight evening chill off while still looking elegant. Not keen on the sleeves. No. See, now, they're fine if you happen to be ridiculously thin. But I think that even someone of her size who is thin, it makes your arms look chunkier than they actually are. So unless you want to look like a bodybuilder or something, I just hate cap sleeves of any kind. They kind of look like they're digging in, like they're too tight for her. I don't like that. It's not right. Tint right, tint proper. I've been watching Pole Dark, if you haven't guessed. The A to Z of stitches. Okay, let's have a little close-up. We've got Alderman cable, beaded rib. Now, I like that. That's nice. Might give that a go. Checkerboard, which you can't really see unless you... I think if they'd chosen another colour, you might have seen that easier. We've got herringbone rib, which in purple, dark purple, can't see at all. Irish moss stitch, Jacob's ladder, knotted rib. Again, I like that one. I seem to like the ribs. Garter stitch, feather and fan, and eyelets. Over here, we've got diamonds, but I don't think these purples really show it at all. You know, it's a bit weird. Oh, there's loads more. Look at that. Lattice cable, mock rib, Nidvale basket weave, old shale. There's loads. Plait, quilted lattice, ribboned stocking stitch, and slip stitch rib, twisted rib. Any more? For any more? Indeed there are. Uneven rib, vertical eyelet stitches, windtier cable, zigzag rib, yarn over cable, 2x2 rib. I've done that one loads of times. I've done quite a lot of ribs, but I like this one, yarn over cable. I think I did that as when my mum was teaching me cables. I think I did that one. So we've got Natural Wonders. Find all these patterns and more at www.craftworld.com. So I've got a feeling I tried that once. It didn't really work out. It's not the most user-friendly as I remember. The bloggers. Snowdrops baby set. Now that's cute. I like that. Doesn't look hard, does it? In fact, I think I would be inclined to make it match. You know, it's not that difficult to keep it matching. It's just kind of like garter stitch. But it does look cosy. Look at that. It's adorable. Oh, it is so sweet. Oh, over the ocean jumper. I've got a feeling I had one very similar to this as a child. It looks very familiar. My mum knitted me a lot when I was a kid. Anyway, moving on. It does look very similar to the one I had. Wow. Memories and all that. So do excuse the singing. What we got here? Free Knit Pro gift of this circular needle. The yarn circle. Lots of adverts. I might take a note of how to advertise. I think I need it. Stria, Striae, Stria mitts. Let's call them something I can read, like Vera. I don't know. Obviously means something. So basically this is a cylinder with a hole for the thumb. So that does not look difficult in the slightest, does it, to make? Heart catcher sweater. That's nice. And that looked like it's made with the most softest kind of fluffy yarn sort of thing. You know, like I remember when I was a child I had this Angora. Drove my mum mad for an Angora pullover because everybody had one. And all it did was tickle my nose and make me sneeze and itch. I was so upset about that. I thought everybody looked so soft and fluffy and all it did was get up my nose. Oh, that was my first ever disappointment in life. Okie dokie. So more adverts. So what's that? Win Woolcraft bundle at woolcraft.com. No, craftworld.com, sorry. Puzzles. Wow. We got some puzzles. Or is it just an advert for puzzles? Oh, we've got the abbreviations and all that stuff. So I think this is puzzles to find in a piece. So you can buy it, unfortunately. Thought they'd given us a puzzle. Thought that was quite nice, but no. This is in next issue if you want to get it. I don't know if I'll see it in the shops. It's not always easy to find. So we've got this rather interesting pullover. We've got this adorable baby garments. So there might be more than one. Stunning projects to knit for autumn. And that reminds us, very 50s, isn't it? Very 50s. Knit your own animal orchestra. I don't think I'll be doing that, but it's nice anyway. Knitting to-do list on the back. And advert for the beaches, which I do stock because it is gorgeous yarn. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's have a look at the free gift. Knits for kids. Ooh. 5 fab makes for ages 1 to 12. It's quite a thick book for 5. I think there might be more than 5, but I don't know for sure. We've got this. That's nice, isn't it? We've got a little castle on the front. And that one we've got the sunset with palm trees. Cardigan. Okay, let's give you a little looky. This is the Bergère de France. Well, a bit of French chic perhaps for your children. I like this one. It's kind of cute. And this one. My mum made things like that for me when I was at school. We didn't have uniforms. And I can remember going in knitted and crochet dresses like that. Isn't that adorable? I don't think I'd, make the bottoms, but this top's lovely. Just with a simple pair of shorts with them. I like that. Well, this is telling you about Bergère de France. Bergère de France. Anatomy of a ball. Castle jumper. And Delta top. I do like those two. The Avery dress and the palm tree jumper. I like big pictures like this. The Talos cardigan. Castle jumper, didn't we have that already? Castle jumper. Page 13. Castle jumper. Okay. moving on. Oh, so here we go. Maybe that's because this is the instructions for it. Yeah, there we go. That confused me. Doesn't take a lot. So now we've got the instructions for the delta top, and again for the dress. So we've got all those instructions for all those bits and bobs. And then at the back, the abbreviations and stuff that you need. So what do you think? What do you think, guys? I like it. There's a lot that I like in the book, especially the Care Bears. Really, really like them. And I actually quite like this as a free gift as well. Not bad at all. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you think about subscriptions and whether you think they're worth it. And if you haven't already, as I said many times, don't forget to pop over to www.hobbyrocks.co.uk and have a look at my site, because it's not broken. I won't break it again, promise. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Take care. Bye for now.